Imagine this. A quiet winter evening on a farm in small-town Appalachia, two young newlyweds settling into their new life. A simple trip to the local tractor supply store turns into an encounter so unsettling that it leaves them questioning if they narrowly escaped a potential serial killer. Two years ago, my husband and I bought our very own piece of paradisea beautiful farm, nestled in small-town Appalachia. We were excited for a fresh start. But little did we know this new beginning would be marred by an encounter so chilling that it still sends shivers down my spine to this day. It was the middle of winter, the kind where the chill seeps into your bones and you can see your breath in the air. We decided it was time to replace our propane tank, so we headed over to the local tractor supply store. The place was bustling with people preparing for the long, cold nights ahead. We were just standing in line at the checkout when a man walked in. He must have been in his late 50s or early 60s, tall and lanky, wearing a worn-out flannel shirt and faded jeans. He looked around like he was searching for something or someone, and then his eyes landed on us. Without hesitation, he grabbed a random woman's shirt off the shelf and began to stare at us, making me feel extremely uncomfortable. He walked right up behind us in line, standing so close that I could feel his breath on my neck. Initially, I tried to brush it off, thinking maybe he was just being overly friendly like everyone else in small towns can be sometimes. But as I turned towards him and smiled, hoping for some kind of comfort or relief, nothing changed. He started up with pleasant small talk. "The weather is getting quite cold," he said. Then, "This line is taking forever." He told us about picking up his great aunt from the airport in 2 hours. I thought it was odd how he just seemed to latch onto us, but at that point my husband and I didn't realize we were in any real danger. Then things took a turn for the worse. He started asking intrusive questions. "Where are you guys from? Where are you guys from? Where are you living now? How old are you guys? We're both in our late 20s, but with baby faces that could have easily passed us off as 20-somethings. I was growing more uneasy by the second. When it finally became our turn to check out, I tried to put a stop to his relentless questions and attention by saying, "Have a good day," and going up to the register. The guy behind the counter started explaining their propane pricing, but before he could finish, the man started flipping out. He was yelling at this poor 17-year-old kid who was just trying to do his job on a weekend shift. He shouted, "I can't believe y'all are charging them so much for a propane tank. And they're a young newlywed couple. Why can't you give them a break?" It was like he couldn't control himself. He kept going on and on under his breath with mild curses directed at the guy behind the counter. Then, in what I thought might be a gesture of kindness, but now seemed far more sinister, he turned to us again. "Hey, I have a 100-pound tank I'm not using at my house. I'll let y'all have it for free if you want. You'll just need to come with me." My husband thanked him but declined. He pushed further, saying, "Are you sure? My house is only 20 minutes from here. I could even give you 2 tanks. Again, we turned him down. He persisted. "We have to do it now, though, because I have to go to the airport and leave town in 2 hours. That last bit was a slip-up that we didn't notice until later when we got home that day. He seemed annoyed by our refusal, but finally dropped his items and stormed out of the store. As we went outside to get our tank filled up, he pulled into a parking spot right next to us in his pickup truck. He hopped out again. "You should really think about getting a second tank. It'll save you a trip and would last you longer." Then, in what felt like an act of desperation, he said, "If you don't want both of you to go, only one of y'all can just come with me and the other can meet me at my place." I replied firmly, "No thank you, we're good." But his response was chilling. "Come on, it's a small town, it's safe. I would never hurt such a lovely young couple." That was when the outdoor employee came out of the propane area and told him to get the fuck out of there and stop bothering us. So he got in his truck that did not have a license plate and drove off, leaving me and my husband feeling violated and uneasy about our newfound home. A few weeks later, while filling up our tank again, the guy helping us asked if we had ever met this man before. We told him our story, and he shared how many others in town had similar experiences with this same man who always seemed to target young couples. We realized then that it wasn't just a coincidence. This encounter could have been so much worse. The thought of what might have happened if we hadn't left when we did still haunts me today. It's a stark reminder never to take anything for granted and to trust your instincts. That was our experience, but I hope sharing it helps someone else realize the importance of recognizing red flags and prioritizing safety over politeness. Sometimes you need to walk away even if it feels rude because your gut tells you something is off. If you have a similar story or advice on how to handle such situations, please share in the comments below. Let's support each other and stay safe out there. Thank you for listening to our story. If you enjoyed this tale of survival and cautionary awareness, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update. Stay tuned for more stories from real-life experiences that can help guide us all in making safer choices. Until next time, take care. If this encounter was real and occurred to someone else, they might benefit greatly by reporting it to local authorities for further investigation into potential threats or patterns of behavior from individuals who could pose risks in small communities. Disclaimer: this story is intended as a fictional narrative based on provided details. Any resemblance to actual events or persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. Please consult authorities if you believe you have encountered similar situations. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content and found it valuable, please consider supporting us by subscribing to our channel, sharing the video with your friends and family, and leaving a comment below. Your support means the world to us. Stay safe, stay informed, and until next time, take care. Note: always remember that real-life safety should come first. If you ever feel unsafe or threatened in any situation, please seek help immediately by contacting your local authorities. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this and share with friends who might benefit from these stories too. Disclaimer: this disclaimer is provided as a final reminder that the story shared here is fictional. Please use common sense when interpreting any advice given within such narratives, and always prioritize personal safety by consulting professionals or authorities if you feel threatened in real life. Endnote: if this content resonated with you, please consider supporting our channel through subscriptions, shares, and comments. We appreciate every bit of support as it helps us continue sharing valuable stories that can make a difference in people's lives. Thank you for watching. Final message: stay vigilant, stay safe, and keep an eye out for each other in our communities. If something feels off, trust your instincts and seek.